Hello, welcome to another video. I'll put the coping into this video as well because it'll likely be really short because I'm not going to be talking about any of my experiences with it, or not very many, because I already did that in my other videos, so I'm just very briefly summarizing the anxiety disorders so you can know what they are if you want to watch my channel, basically, or if you just want to know really quickly what anxiety disorders are. Today's date is Thursday, August 24th, so if it's a lot later, it's because I'm in school and I'm busy and I'm using this for a time that I can't actually make a video right now. I made a PowerPoint in grade 9 for a project about anxiety disorders, and it's actually a really good PowerPoint. I always work really hard on things, but this one's just especially good for some reason. Probably because I'm so passionate about anxiety, hence my YouTube channel. So I'm going to try to find a way to link that because I took a lot of the information for this from my PowerPoint, and my PowerPoint has it all. It's everything you pretty much need to know, in a good bunch of detail. Anxiety is a type of mental illness or condition in which is a more intense emotion or more intense anxiety. You get it more often and it lasts longer. It disturbs your daily, everyday kind of life. It makes you unable to control it or use logic to just make it go away. I'm going to briefly discuss each disorder that I've talked about in my videos. GAD, or generalized anxiety disorder, is basically just when you either have constant anxiety for no particular reason, or maybe it is for a reason, or you might be afraid of things that most people aren't afraid of, and it disrupts your daily life a lot more than it would other people's, because they wouldn't be afraid of the day-to-day things that you are. Panic disorder, when you have panic attacks. You can have panic attacks without having panic disorder, but panic disorder, I think, is when you get them more often, which is an intense amount of anxiety at once, an overwhelming amount of anxiety that reaches a really high peak where it feels like you're going to die or have a heart attack. And then it's kind of like a subcategory of panic disorder, but agoraphobia is when you avoid situations or places because you think you might have a panic attack. It is not the fear of open or public spaces or crowds of people as it is thought to be. Specific phobias or phobias are when you have specific fears of something, like it's an object or an animal, or it's one thing that causes you intense anxiety. Social anxiety disorder, or previously known as social phobia, when talking in front of people in groups, it's basically just more difficult for you to communicate with people, honestly. Separation anxiety disorder is when you have anxiety if you're away from a specific person, or sometimes object, but usually person, and you feel that you cannot be away from them. OCD stands for obsessive compulsive disorder, which consists of obsessions over, obsessions like intrusive thoughts or images, or what's the word I'm looking for? And the compulsions are ritualistic kind of behaviors that you use to combat the obsessions. I might as well throw in ADHD and PTSD too. So ADHD is attention deficit hyperactivity disorder, may consist of inattentiveness, hyperactivity, and or impulsiveness. PTSD is post-traumatic stress disorder, where you experience anxiety and kind of a form of reliving the situation, or nightmares and flashbacks of a traumatic event that you either were in or are currently in. Depression is related to anxiety, but it's not like an anxiety. It doesn't have anxiety symptoms. The basic symptoms of any type of anxiety or anxiety disorder may include sweating, shakiness, heart palpitations, nausea or throwing up, physical muscle weakness, muscle tension or soreness, tightness in the chest and throat, difficulty breathing or hyperventilation, dizziness or fainting, diarrhea or constipation, feeling on edge, difficulty concentrating, butterflies in the stomach kind of feeling, negative thinking, and feeling disconnected from the world around you or from your body. And you may feel numbness or tingling in body parts. I tend to get it in my hands and fingers. And I can honestly say that I have experienced all of these at least at one time or another in my life. Basic coping methods. So, the typical eat healthier, sleep better, drink more water, etc. all the things that you don't want to hear but should probably change with your life anyway. Deep breathing, which tends to be kind of basically like in through your nose, hold for a few seconds, and breathe slowly out of your mouth. And then repeat that. Find ways to get rid of stress in your everyday life, so time management, taking a mental health day or a break, vacation, etc. Self-soothing. It works well as a form of healthy, regenerating you time or me time. So you use things in touch with your senses to ease stress. These are some of the methods I more prefer, but anything that works for you, you should try. Going on walks in the fresh nature air, taking a warm shower, watching a scented candle's flame, fix up your nails, cut, file, buff, polish. Even if you're a guy, there's nothing wrong with taking care of yourself and your nails. Listen to soft, soothing music. I prefer chill step, but definitely recommend the channel Mixhound. Classical music is also great. Wintergreen or mint candies tend to help me a lot, like especially wintergreen lifesavers. They are my go-to anytime I feel nauseous or sick to my stomach. Or just simply open the window so you let the nice cold breeze come in as you relax in bed. Meditation, I'll talk about two basic types. So sensory meditation and guided visualizations I found to be pretty much the same thing. So you can either imagine or watch a video of someone giving you the instructions of relaxing and positive experiences. So focus on each sense that you feel one at a time and then all at once. So like what you see, what you hear, what you smell, what you taste, what you feel. Just pretty much go to your happy place. That's the point of that meditation one. Mindfulness focuses on deep breathing and being in the present, which you can also do like just in your everyday life instead of, like you can take a few minutes a day too, but you can also be mindful of each task that you're doing rather than I tend to do, which is focus on like 17 different things at once instead of just picking one thing and doing that one thing to the fullest. Yoga is another one, but since I haven't really been able to do it, I can't include specific examples and I can't really show you how either. Aromatherapy, which is using scents to calm you, so like lavender is really common. You can get oils or sprays or lotions. Progressive muscle relaxation, where you tense up your muscles one at a time and then let them relax. Healthy distraction. I feel like if you have anxiety in the present for no particular reason, that's when distractions are best. Of course, they are not a cure, they are just a temporary relief, so you definitely want to work on the other ones as well as this, but I like watching movies because it requires your full attention to like comprehend what's going on, or reading a book, so you have to immerse yourself in another world. To summarize, find what works for you and use it when you know you need to. Also, it's important to talk to family members and friends so they can help you out and be there for you and know how to help you, which might be helpful to tell them what tends to work for you to help calm you down. I'll get into more detail in further videos, but this is just a summarization video of everything that I've kind of talked of so far. See you later. Thank you for watching. Bye!